Hey, it's Beth Alcazar with Pacifiers and Peacemakers, and today we're going to talk about what's wrong with this parking spot. Parking spots and parking lots can be kind of a subject of interest for a lot of people, especially ladies. We have a lot of people asking us, where is the best place for me to put my car? Well, I'll tell you, this is probably not the best place in this particular parking lot because it's probably about the farthest away from the door that I can possibly get. So of course, one of the things you do want to consider when entering any parking lot is look for locations that are going to be near the entry points of the building. Also, look for light fixtures. I am sort of near one here, but if you can get closer to one, that's always going to be to your benefit, especially if you're going somewhere and you don't realize how late it's going to be when you leave the building, or if the weather happens to change. At least you'll have a light fixture nearby offering some form of protection for you so you can see what you're doing. Another thing to consider that you don't necessarily see in this parking lot, but you still need to think about the cart return. You'll see that, of course, at shopping malls or grocery stores. Now, the cart return can be your friend if you're a mom, especially with little ones, because you can pull the cart to the car and stay close to everything at one time and get the kids in and out and get your belongings in and out. But if you do not have children with you, it's actually better not to be close to the cart return, because the cart return gives people a reason to be walking towards you. And you wouldn't really know if they're walking towards you to get a cart or if they're walking towards you to possibly do you some harm. So definitely think about that. Another thing to think about too, before you even leave your car, is to look around. Are there any valuables sitting out? Do you have a wallet, a phone? Do you have a purse or any of your shopping bags that are easily visible? You do not want to make your car a target for anybody who happens to be in the parking lot who is up to no good. So make sure that you have hidden those or put them in the trunk or whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that, again, this is not going to be a target spot for those bad guys. Another thing that you should be looking around for are any possible barriers. I know that a lot of times there's the little concrete slab that kind of divides the parking spaces from one another. Those might not be your friend if you need to leave in a hurry. You could possibly drive over that if necessary, but oftentimes we look for spaces where you can get in or out, possibly either way or multiple ways if possible. Along with that, look for possible cover or concealment. Now, in a parking lot, there might be a lot of cars around, so we know that the engine block could be a potential place for you to actually escape from a bullet. And here in this particular parking lot, if you'll see at the bottom of the light fixtures, there's a large concrete cylinder that would also be a place that you can consider as cover. Of course, what can be cover and concealment for you could potentially be cover and concealment for something else. So another thing to think about when parking is, do you want to park near a bunch of different cars? Always have situational awareness at the forefront of your mind. Scan, look. Nobody should be hanging around a parking lot. No one has the time of day to do that. So make sure that you're very aware of that and that you're selecting your spot very carefully so that you can always be safe in your vehicle, in a parking lot, anywhere. Until next time, stay safe and be well armed.